Welcome dear students to Computer Studies Standard 10th, Chapter number 6, Part 1. The name of the chapter is Data Editing and Formatting in Calc.
Introduction to the chapter. The things which you are going to learn through this chapter is the base of working with spreadsheet. That means whatever you are going to learn from this chapter is to be useful not only for 10th for exam, but is going to be helpful all your life. Through this chapter, you will be taught the editing options from basic level to advanced level. Besides, you will be taught the formatting, which is very important to display and print the data in an attractive manner. So, let's begin.
Here, first we will see the basic worksheet operations in Calc. The first operation is creating a new document. Now, I have already taught you in Microsoft Excel program, but I will also have to teach you in this, that is Calc. Second thing is saving the changes in the document before closing it. There I don't need to teach you the same thing again. I have already taught you that you have to press Ctrl S. And the last thing, opening an existing document. Now here the method which is given in your textbook is totally different, and that is why I will be just explaining you that method also. So first thing is creating a new spreadsheet. Now there are three options given in Calc. So remember all three of them. The first one is that you have to open the Calc program. Next step is you have to click on the file menu, and from file menu you have to click on the new option, and from new option you have to select spreadsheet. Now this method is from the menu bar. The next thing is same as Microsoft Excel program. You have to open the program, that is Calc, and press Ctrl N. And the third option is you have to click on new document icon given on the toolbar at the top of the screen and select spreadsheet. Now here you will see so many confusing options are there: text document, spreadsheet, presentation, drawing, HTML document, so many things are there. But remember, you have to select spreadsheet. Now practically you don't have to do this, but for MCQ purpose try to remember this thing. According to the textbook, there are two methods given to open an existing file. According to the first method, you have to open the program, that is Calc program. Then click on the file menu, and from the file menu you have to click on the open option. So the open dialog box will open. From where you have to select the location from where your file is stored and then open the file. And the another option which is given here is very much awkward. I don't understand why this method is given here. According to that method, you have to go to places, means you have to click on the places menu, and from the places menu you have to click on the search for file option. So the search for files dialog box will open. In that you have to type the name of the file. Then you have to select the folder in which it is lying, that is look in the folder, and then you have to click on the find option. It's a very lengthy procedure. Never use this type of thing, but just remember to answer the MCQ.
Now see the file created in Calc could be saved in different formats. Each format has its own importance and utility. Here is given the tabular information describing different formats and its description. Try to remember these formats properly, because in board exams at least one multiple choice question could be from this particular part as to how and in what format it can be saved. Now let us see the table. If you want to save a file in ODF spreadsheet format, then the extension will be ODS, and the description of that is openoffice.org Calc format. If you want to save your file in ODF spreadsheet template, then the extension will be .ots, and that means Calc spreadsheet template format. If you want to save your file as database, DBase, then the extension is .dbf, and that means database file format. If you want to save your file in a format of text CSV, then the extension will be .csv. Now, as far as the description of this is concerned, it means text file containing comma separated values. Such files are typically used for data exchange among various programs. If you want to save your file as HTML document, openoffice.org Calc, that is used for web page formats. If you want to save your file as portable document format, that is .pdf, now this is the most frequently used format. This is a universal Adobe format of the portable document. Now you can also save your file as Microsoft Excel 2007 XML. The extension will be .xlsx, which means that the spreadsheet of MS Office 2007 or 10. And if you want to save your file as Microsoft Excel 2003, then the extension will be .xls, which means the spreadsheet of MS 2003.
In today's practical, first thing I have to teach you is to save the file with different formats, different names, by adding password, these all things. So let's begin. First thing what you all have to do is you have to give a right click on the desktop and create a shortcut here. What shortcut you have to create? Shortcut to the folder where you are saving your files. So this dialog box will open. Click on browse, then click on libraries, documents, my documents, and SSC Excel files EM. So a shortcut will get created. So every time we will not have to click to that location and open the file. We will have to open the files from here only. Okay. So I open the file from here. Now at present, first thing is I will delete these two unnecessary files. I will open the Marksheet EM file. Now here I would like to teach you, first thing is how to save the file at the same location. So for that two options are there. Either you have to click on, that is you have to press the function key F12, and second option is you have to click on file menu, save as option. Now I want to save it in the same folder, so I cannot give the same name. It will not allow me to give the same name, so I save it with another name XYZ. So like this way you can create the copy of the same file with different name in the same folder. Second thing is how to save the file with the same name. What is the file name? XYZ with the same name in different folder. So file menu and save option or F12 function key. So instead of this folder I will save it on the desktop. So it is saved. I will just check 1 minute. XYZ. Okay, it is saved here. Now at present, for your kind information, the file which is open is the file which is lying on the desktop. This file is open. The file which was lying in your folder has got closed. So at the time when you save the file with different name or different location, the last file will remain open. Other files will get closed. Remember that thing. Next thing is how to save the file as a web page. So it is very interesting to know how to save it as a web page, because you know it is very long process to create a table in HTML by typing so many codes. All the codes will get typed on its own automatically. How to do that? So I will go to save as option, file menu, save as option, and I will go to this option, that is save as type, and I will select the type as, see here two options are given to me, single file web page or web page, both means the same thing, but here I will click on this option, single file web page, location desktop, save. So the file is saved as an HTML document. I will open it. So it will open through a browser, and you will see that how much coding has been typed or written automatically. It is taking little bit time to open, since by default it is opening through Internet Explorer, and this Internet Explorer is a hopeless thing. Better option is this Google Chrome, but my default browser is Internet Explorer. So you can see the table is displayed on the web page. Now if I want to see the coding, I will give a right click here, and from right click option I will select view source. So I will be able to see the coding. Now just observe how much coding, lengthy coding has got typed automatically. In creating such a small table, this much coding has been typed automatically. So this is the way how you can save the file as an web page. Now next thing, how to save the file as XML spreadsheet. Before saving it as XML spreadsheet, it is very important to know what is the importance of XML spreadsheet. If you save the file with XML spreadsheet, it will get compressed. The size of that file will reduce. So whenever you have got big document and you have to share it, you can save it like this way, XML spreadsheet. So this is over. Now last thing is how to save the file, not last thing, second last thing, how to save the file with a password. So I open XYZ file which is lying on the desktop. Option is given in the tools menu. Tools menu, options. Now when you will open in your computer, it will show save tab. So you have to go to security tab. And in security tab you will be provided two options, password to open and password to modify. No need to add any password in modify, just type a password in password to open. I type a password and I click OK. So it shows me re-enter the password. So I type the password again and OK. So a password has been added to the file. It is very necessary to save the changes, Ctrl S or save button. Now I will try to open this file. What it is showing me, it will not show any content. It will ask me to enter the password. Only after I enter the correct password, the document will open. Now this is a very important and very nice facility which you should know in the version which you are using. For example, if you are using 2007, see here 2007 is also available, or whether you are using 2010, 13, 16 or 19, whatever version you are using. In all these versions, how to save the file with a password is exactly the same technique. So I am teaching you in 2007 version. So this is a new file. I don't type anything. I just type here 123. Now I want to save this file with a password. So I click on save option. Now because here there is no tools menu as such. Can you see any tools menu here? No, there is no tools menu. So the tools menu is located here. Just observe in the save as dialog box. From tools menu, first I will give a file name and location. I will choose the location desktop. I will give the file name password. Just any file name you can give. And from tools menu I have to select general options. So it will provide me the dialog box which I wanted, password to modify and password to open. I give the password, OK. I again re-enter the password, OK, and save. So you can see that Like this way you can give the password to the file in whatever version. One more thing which is very important is how to save the file as PDF or how to save the file in PDF format. Now this option is not available in all the versions of Microsoft Office, but in 2013 and about that all version it is available. So the steps are common as we had used in the other all things. From Save As dialog box you have to select Save As type. In Save As type you have to select PDF. So you can see here the file is converted into PDF format. Now in this format nobody can do any editing, it will remain as it is. I will also open it through the desktop and show it to you. See here this thing is created. Now if you don't have this advanced version of Excel, then separate PDF converters are also available in the market which you can download and use. I hope that the Excel file could also be saved as a web page, it could be saved as a PDF and so many more things. From that many of the things may be new for you, right? So these all things are very important and it reduces our efforts in doing so many things. Now here the topic which we are going to do is operations related to worksheet, that is sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 is given related to that thing. We will be learning renaming of the worksheet, recoloring of the worksheet, inserting and deleting worksheet, moving a worksheet and copying a worksheet. Next topic which I have to teach you just now is related to worksheets. See here 3 worksheets are given, sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Okay. The first thing which I have to teach you is how to rename a worksheet. Now here we have stored the information of a mark sheet, so I can rename it by giving a right click. I will rename it as mark sheet. So first thing. Second thing is how to change the color of the tab. So according to the textbook method and shortcut method, both the methods I will teach you. For example, if I want to change the color of this mark sheet, I can give a right click and click on tab color, and from here I can choose the color of my choice. Now here you will not see that the color of this tab has changed, only it will show a red color underline. To see the changes in the color, I will click on the other sheet. Now you can see that the color of that worksheet has changed. Another option according to the textbook is select the worksheet tab which you want to change the color, click on format menu and go to sheet and select tab color, and from here you select the color of your choice. So both the methods are correct. To answer the board exams you need to remember the long cut method, and otherwise you should know only the shortcut method. Okay, so I have renamed the sheets. Next topic related to worksheet is how to insert a worksheet. So shortcut technique and long cut technique, both the things I will teach you. Right click and insert worksheet. Okay, this way also you can insert. But remember one thing, a question could be asked that if you want to insert a worksheet between worksheet 2 and worksheet, then you have to give a right click on which sheet. Remember, you have to give a right click on sheet 3 before which you want to insert. There you have to give a right click. Another method is click on insert menu. This method also you have to remember, and worksheet. Both the techniques are correct. Now I will show you another technique. I will insert so many worksheets at a time. This method is not given in any of the book. So for this thing I have pressed the function key F4. F4 is used to repeat any action. To repeat the same thing again and again I have to press the F4 key. Okay. Now deleting a worksheet. I want to delete. Right click and delete. Now there is no delete menu, so only one option, right click and delete. And to delete so many worksheets, what is the shortcut technique? F4. F4 is used to repeat the same action. Now next thing is moving a worksheet. For example, mark sheet is lying here and I want to move it to the end. Then how can I move? According to the textbook, you have to click on this thing, right click here and click on move or copy option, and from there you have to select move to the end. This is the long cut technique. Shortcut technique is drag and drop. Suppose I want to move it to the front, I will hold this thing, drag, and I will drop it here. Okay. Now another very important thing I would like to teach you just now is, suppose if you want to copy this data as it is and paste it in other worksheet and do some other formatting or something like that way, then what you will do? You will do whatever I have done just now. That is a wrong method. A simple and easy method is, if you want to move everything as it is, the zooming ratio, the column width, row height, everything exactly, then very easy method is, give a right click here, move or copy, same thing you have to do, but here you have to put a tick mark on create a copy, where I want to move just next to mark sheet. So I click on sheet 1 and click OK. So you will see the duplicate of mark sheet is created here. The name is also resembling to that mark sheet, right? Mark sheet 2. So like this way also you can do. So these all were the operations related to worksheet. Remember that the menu which were used were format menu and insert menu. Then the next topic which I have to teach you is row level and column level operations. It would be like inserting of rows and columns, deleting of rows and columns, changing the column width or row height, and hiding and unhiding of rows and columns. The next topic for the practicals is related to rows and columns. This horizontal thing is known as row, while vertical thing is known as column. So first we will learn how to insert a new column. According to the textbook, you have to select the column and click on insert menu, and from insert menu you will get the column option, and shortcut method is right click and insert. Next thing is how to delete a column. For deleting a column, there is no delete menu here, so you have to select the column or columns, one or more columns, right click and delete. Next thing is changing the column width. So for example, here the column width is not proper and I want to change the column width. So there are three options for that. First option is, in all the options, the first technique is, for example, if I want to change the column width of this 5 columns, I have to select the columns from the column heading. Then the option is given in the format menu. In right click menu, all the options are given. From there you have to select column. Now here you will get width, auto fit selection, hide, unhide, standard width. So what is width? If you type any specific width, then column will be of that width. Don't use this option. This is not a helpful option. Best option is auto fit selection. As soon as you click on auto fit selection, the column width will get adjusted exactly according to the content of that column. I will use this option. So you can see it here. Now shortcut technique of doing this thing also I should teach you. I like to teach you the tricks and tips of Excel. So how to do that thing? I select the column headings and I click my cursor between the two columns and I give a double click, right? So it could be adjusted. Next thing is hiding a column. If I want to hide this column E, right click and hide. Also you have to remember the option, that is from format menu you can hide. Both the options you should know. Now unhiding. Unhiding is equally important to know how to unhide the column. Otherwise once you hide and if you don't know to unhide, it will create a trouble for you. Now here it is showing C, D, F. So E is missing here, that much you know, right? So I will teach you how to unhide, but before that the operations related to row. Now suppose I want to increase the row height. The best technique is from dragging and adjusting the row height like this way, so you can get a perfect thing. And other option is either right click or from format menu select the row height. This is also a good option. Just now I told you don't use this option for adjusting the column width, but again I say that always use this option for adjusting the row height, because in column width you cannot adjust because different contents are there in different columns, while in rows similar type of things are there. So I adjust it to 18. So second technique was by typing the value. Then next is inserting a row. Right click and insert, or you have to go to the insert menu and insert. And deleting, right click and delete. Hiding a column, right click and hide, or from format menu you can hide the thing. Okay, now we come to the topic unhiding of a column. Now here a column between D and F has disappeared. So how to bring it back? I have to select the columns surrounding that hidden column. So I have to select D and E column and give a right click and unhide. Here column between row between 2 and 5 are missing. So I have to select 2 and 5, right click and unhide. So these all were the options related to rows and columns. You have to remember all these things. This is the basic things. Before using Excel, you should know all these options. So here we end up this video, part 1. We meet again in the next video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Thank you.